Hey guys, I'm Rhett with Section 8 Real Estate Investing. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and leave your questions and comments. I'll make sure I get to all of them. Today's topic is hard money. What is it? Can you use it? Should you use it? And will it help you conquer all your real estate investing goals? Now, let's give a little bit of a history on what hard money is. Well, hard money is a lender who will lend you money at a different rate, usually a lot higher than a bank. It's usually for people who can't get conventional financing. And the people that give hard money are just like you and me. It might be a business or a personal or just a normal person with a lot of money who wants to give you a loan. Now, hard money lenders really came into the picture after 2008, after the collapse, when banks really tightened their guidelines down on who they would loan money to. Hard money lenders realized that they had a big group of people who weren't able to get financing for investments and properties, and they found that they could charge people a higher interest rate than a bank. They were their only option to get money, and so they were loaning people money at high interest rates and doing their own due diligence on whether that person would pay them back or not. And you know, the hard money lenders would attach huge collaterals to these loans, but we'll get there. So anyway, what is hard money? Well, someone like you or I loans somebody like you money for a real estate purchase, okay? Now, what are the pros of that? Well, number one, it's fast, okay? Those of you who have gone through home mortgages understand that it's a process, right? You have all these things that need to happen in order for you to get a mortgage. Now, a hard money lender could give you money in a couple days, right? It could be as fast as 72 hours. But there are some downsides to that, okay? A very high rate, a very high interest rate. Now, a lot of times people that need hard money loans can't get conventional financing. Now, maybe it's a very risky endeavor, okay? Maybe they have bad credit. There are a lot of reasons why someone wouldn't be able to get traditional financing through a bank. Maybe they need the money quick. Maybe, something happened, they need money fast, okay? But for that speed, you are going to pay the price, okay? And what that price is, on average 10 to 20%. Now, it depends on the state that you live in, because every state has regulations on how high you can charge an interest rate, right? If it goes over a certain percentage, it's loan sharking. Now, those percentages, you'd be surprised at how high they are before they're illegal, okay? It's not out of the norm to see hard money rates in the high teens, okay? Now, like we talked about, it's very quick turnarounds on how fast you can get that money. You want to buy an investment property and you want to do it next week. You reach out to some hard money lenders and they can probably make it happen. But also, another downside with that high interest rate, right? Say a hard money lender wants to give you a 16% interest rate, okay, on $100,000. Banks right now are offering between 2 and 3%. Okay, that's crazy. That's 6 times what banks are charging. But it's fast, and maybe it's your only option. Heavy collateral is always involved in hard money loans. Now, why is that? Well, when banks write you a mortgage, right, they're writing you a mortgage based on the value of the house you're buying. So the collateral is the home that you're buying. Banks are always going to make sure when they give you a mortgage, they have the head up on the equity, which is why you put a down payment down, right? That's why banks never finance you for the actual amount of whatever the real equity is in the home, the actual value of the home. You're always putting it down a down payment because the bank always wants to be ahead of you in equity. Another reason why, during loans, you're also paying down all your interest first, right? They want to make sure that they get paid all their interest back first, and then you start paying down that principal. So they're always ahead of you. It's not any different in hard money. The only difference is you're paying heavy collateral, right? You might, other assets you own, they might, put in that deal for that cash that they're going to give you, as well as the property that you're buying. The attachments to getting that money fast and you being able to receive money if you have bad credit and you can't get conventional financing, They are heavy collateral and high interest rates. Those are two things that us investors don't really want anything to do with. My advice to you is have good credit, work to get your credit good, and go through a bank. You do not want hard money if you don't have to. Now, hard money it's supposed to be paid back quickly, right? When you have something that has an incredibly high interest rate, right, between 10 and 20%, you don't want to be holding that for a very long time, because based on the amortization of your payback schedule, right, what that means is how it's amortized. So basically how many years it's going to take you to pay that loan back. When you're paying off a loan with an incredibly high interest rate, you're going to be paying incredibly high amounts of interest up front, right? For example, if your payment every month is $1,000, maybe 900 of it is interest and 100 goes to the principal. That's just an example, just to prove my point. But quick turnarounds, it's a quick turnaround as far as you getting money, but it's also a quick turnaround as far as what hard money is for, right? So you wouldn't take hard money and buy a rental portfolio that you plan on owning for the next 35 years. You wouldn't take hard money on a property that you are buying for your family. You would take hard money on a flip that you're buying, using that money to buy the property, rehab the property, and then sell the property 2 months later, pay back the hard money loan, and keep the difference, keep the spread for yourself. That's what hard money is for. It really is not for long-term investments. It is for quick money when you need it fast. The way around hard money is to build up cash reserves through your income, build good credit by having good money habits, and not having to use hard money. Banks are a lot more favorable. They're slower, but they're a lot more favorable to you, okay, over the long term. And lastly, guys, hard money is the option for no options, is what I call it. Meaning, if you need hard money, you're pretty much hard out of options. And it's hard because it's heavy collateral and it's high interest rate. So my advice to you is, unless you absolutely need hard money, don't. Try and exhaust all of your bank options first. I will tell you this. When I was 21 years old and I wanted to refinance the 3 rental properties that I owned at 21, I went to 19 credit unions before the 20th finally accepted me, okay? And I did not go to hard money. Ask around, exhaust every single option you guys have. Try and avoid this as best you can. But if you can't avoid it, make sure that you do your due diligence on whatever you're using it for, and make sure it's something with a quick turnaround, meaning make sure it's a flip. That's the only thing you should be using hard money for if you have to be. Okay, guys? And again, banks offer alternatives to every single kind of hard money loan, right? So banks offer rehab loans, banks offer all of that same sort of thing. All right? So guys, thanks for watching. Leave your questions and comments below. I look forward to reading them all. We'll see you next time.